How's it going, everybody? Again, today we are talking about how to set up your Twitch channel like a pro. Now, this is part 2, so if you didn't see part 1, I'll link it above and below so you don't miss it. Remember to go back, start with that one, and then come back to this video because there's some very important stuff in both. All right, let's get into it. So like I said, in this video, we'll be going a little more in depth on your Twitch graphics, including overlays, channel trailers, and other elements that will set your stream apart from other streamers. And also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. It's quick, it's easy, and then you'll get little notifications when I drop great videos like this. So first off, let's talk about graphics. When we think of graphics on Twitch, we think of a few things. We're going to think about our logo, our banner, our channel trailer, our panels, and our stream overlays. While all these elements exist separately, there should be a common theme graphically between all of them. So in my opinion, there's an order of operations to our work. In our last video, we talked about our username, and that helped us design our logo. So now we need to take our logo and design simple social media banners and Twitch panels that include our logo. Now I'm going to show you some of my personal banners and logos and things like that, and we could talk about them individually. Okay, so here's the example of my banner, where I have my username on Twitch and all my other platforms, my logo, and then the icons of certain accounts that you can find me on. And as you notice, there's really a common theme here. You know, we have the red, we have the blue, my logo's there. Now it's a little changed and altered, but it's really the same concept here. You want everything to kind of match and be coherent, so when someone finds you on another platform, they know it's actually you. And then here you can see an example of one of the panels that I use on my Twitch channel. My logo is displayed prominently, and then I'm also using the same exact font everywhere, right? So here it says about me, but it's in the same font that I use on my banner. Boom, boom. All right, so now we have our username, our logo, our banner, and our panels, right? So let's move on to our overlays. In my opinion, there are only 4 or 5 scenes and overlays you really need. Now again, graphically, you want these to be really simple. You know, these eye-catching, animated nonsense, it really just takes away from your stream, and you don't want that. You want your viewers to focus on you and not crazy animations on your screen, so keep it simple. So the scenes that I use and that I recommend you have are a starting scene, you know, and this is going to run for about 5 minutes before your stream. This I like to use to get my audience ready for me. I keep it really simple, but I like to include stream highlights and music playing at the same time. So you can have an editor put together, you know, different highlights of videos, gameplay, whatever, but make sure it's highlights that show off your personality. So the next one is pretty obvious. This is going to be your main screen. So this is going to have your game and your camera. And you want to keep your camera tucked to the side of the screen. We call this the lower thirds. You know, think about it this way. If you break up your screen into 3 columns, you really only want that camera on one of the thirds. And, you know, you don't want it in the middle, obviously, and we tend not to put them on the top. It's just a little overbearing. So we keep it on the lower half and just a third of the screen. It's called the lower third. Next up is your just chatting screen. So I used to keep mine super simple with just a camera, and you could totally start that way. It works. But one thing you can also bring in is, you know, a browser if you're watching videos, or your Twitch chat. Bringing in your Twitch chat helps with clipping things and, you know, creating YouTube videos. So the people that watch your videos see what you were talking about in chat, if that's what you're using your just chatting for. The last thing that I use a lot that comes in handy when I need to take an intermission or something is a be right back or an intermission screen. Again, keep this one super basic. You can include stream highlights, but I recommend just playing music. This kind of keeps your viewers engaged while you take your break, and they tend not to disappear when you go to the bathroom or whatever you need to do. So the last thing we're going to talk about today is our channel trailer. Now your channel trailer is something that plays on your channel when you're not there. You have about 60 seconds for this video, so it doesn't need to be insane, but we're going to break down kind of what you should have in it and how long you should talk about those certain things for. So there's a few things I have in my channel that I recommend you put in your channel trailer. You're going to want to include a brief intro to yourself, kind of like what we talked about in the About section earlier in the last video. You're going to want to do gameplay clips, and remember to keep these, you know, very personal with reactions and emotions. This kind of draws people in and keeps them watching. And then you're going to want to end it with details about your social media accounts and your schedule and things like that. So your intro, really try and spend 5 to 10 seconds max on your intro, and then just show your clips. You don't need to talk over your clips, just show them. You're going to want to play those for about 25 to 30 seconds total. Again, make sure you're showing your personality in those. That's kind of what keeps people coming back. And then wrap it up with 20 to 25 seconds about details. Plug your other social medias, talk about your stream schedule, things like that. So that's about it for this video, guys. Like I said, go back to the last video, watch that one, then watch this one. They both have some really, really important information. If you start off your Twitch channel, your first stream, if you do the things in these last two videos, you're going to set yourself apart from all the other streamers on Twitch. No one does this stuff. Go click through your friends' streams, click through random streams. Their channels look like garbage. Do this, you'll look professional, and your chat will bring it up. Trust me. They'll talk about it. They'll love it. All right, I'll see you next time.